Hi, I'm Lou Ann Fulmer here with Andrew McNair, and we are so happy that you're spending time with us today. We have some good things to get to right now. For years, annuities have gotten a bum rap. I mean, we've talked about it before. So many people think they're just too expensive or there's just too many strings attached. My money's going to be locked up forever. So we've heard all the cons about annuities for years, but honestly, with the private company pensions dying out, the tide is starting to turn on thinking about annuities, and they've had record years lately. So I wanted to talk about that today, Andrew. What do you think's behind the increased interest in annuities now?
Well, I think there's a few things. I think one trend is, consumers have been really hit from all sides the past few years, and people are looking for ways where they can really preserve what they've saved, their capital, with both the stock and bond markets having faltered and lost money in recent years, recession concerns, inflation, concerns about tax increases, and people have become really uh, the product of a pensionless society. And
Mm-hmm.
when companies start pooling pensions, and I've seen companies when during COVID in tough times, they even pooled the 401k matches, and that's put all the responsibility to generate income in retirement on our clients. And just like when interest rates went up, mortgage rates went up and made really the real estate market slow down. And in
Mm.
some ways, when interest rates go up, it actually boosts the payouts from annuities. It actually has an inverse reaction, a positive reaction for annuities because they have more interest rates to buy more puts and options. It allows them to actually have higher payouts and lock in those higher payouts while interest rates are higher. So I want to give a really balanced view on annuities. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, because I believe a lot of things need moderation, and investment diversification is no different. And sadly, some people think that they're just the holy grail, and they're not. There are some good ones, some bad ones,
Mm-hmm.
and some ones you want to stay very far away from.
Right. And I'm kind of intrigued about this. My husband and I haven't saved a whole lot of money, but I'm starting to feel better about annuities now anyway, because that's what a pension is. It's an annuity, a
Sure, I mean that's
payout or
what they're
whatever.
referred to
Yeah.
as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk about the difference then between what's considered to be protected income, like a pension or an annuity, and maybe money, that non-guaranteed money.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever invested in the stock market, you understand that it's a bridge that swings with the wind. And when you're crossing from income to expenses, you're bridging that gap between your income and your expenses in retirement. You don't want a bridge that is swinging in the wind. And that's what market volatility is. And it's to be expected. And the market is fantastic when you're accumulating money. But to have 100% of your money in the market when you retire is dangerous. It's like having that swinging bridge that's actually missing a few planks in
Oh.
while you go across. So the issue is you do not want to go into retirement actually following the dollar cost averaging method. So many times people will save money in their 401k and the IRA. I'll put $2,000 in my 401k every month and I'll be ready for retirement. I'll put $1,000. I'll put $500. That sounds like a great concept, and it's worked for the families that can stomach the ups and downs of the market. But they take that same philosophy and they take it into retirement, and that becomes maybe income. You either have to put your retirement on pause or you have to sell those stocks for a loss, because unless you have two, four, five, $8 million where you can live off just the interest off the dividends. I mean, if you're investing in the S&P 500 and let's say it has an average dividend rate of 1.4%, you're going to have many millions to be
Mm.
able to live off that income if you only have Social Security and no pensions.
Right. Oh my gosh, so true. So that swinging bridge does scare me. I would never want to walk across a swinging bridge, in real life, but you don't want to have that maybe money instead of something predictable like an annuity. So kind of give us some more challenges that happen if you just have that maybe money.
Well, again, not only will you have to put your retirement on pause, not only are you worried about dollar cost ravaging where you'll eat through your principal, it doesn't give you the permission slip to take risk in other areas. And this is really, counterintuitive. It's a paradox. When we have guaranteed income buckets utilizing index CDs, index annuities, any type of what we refer to as a wall account that's insulated from the market, when you have that account, it gives you a permission slip to take more risk, because we know that if we have an income bucket that's already put into the income plan, then I can actually take more risk than some of my clients. I have many clients that say, Andrew, I don't want to have any market risk in my accounts. And I say, well, that could be foolish, because inflation is going to actually erode your earning principal
Hmm.
over time. It's going to erode not only the principal, but your buying power. But if we have money that is in the market because we have a permission slip, because we have the income bucket taken care of, we can actually take more risk.
Love that. Yeah. Okay. That's probably tough, though, to get those people to kind of relax and go, yeah, you're right. I do need to take more risks so I can make more money because of,
Sure.
everything that's going to happen ahead. But I know that's what you do. You kind of calm people down. You have a process. You call it sleep well at night. And it's the goal to help people do just that with their finances in retirement. So talk about what you're offering today, Andrew.
Absolutely. We do a sleep study for every family that walks through the door. And that sleep study makes sure that you have straight A's going into retirement. And the one we're talking about today's show is income. What's your income plan for retirement? Are you going to get an A, a B, or C on this report card for the income planning? In that class, what are you going to score? And then the other thing is risk management. It's very important to make sure that your risk management is dialed into you, not your neighbor, not Joe at the water cooler who's brilliant, but to you, and having that right risk score that fits your family, and it fits how you want to go through retirement. Maybe you do want to have a little bit more at risk. That's fine. We want to dial that in. We want to make sure that you have straight A's going into retirement. So if you want to make sure that you're retirement ready, take us up on this 1 hour complimentary visit to go through our sleep study and make sure that you're retirement ready. All you have to do is text SWAN or call 1-800-848-8768. That's 1-800-848-8768.
A lot of people listening to our show are doing just that. And Andrew and his team are passionate about helping retirees or pre retirees. So if you want to see what you need to be doing to set yourself up right for retirement, heck, maybe it could even be an early retirement, definitely go in and see them, get on their calendar. And the other thing is check them out at swan-capital.com. That's their website, which is full of some great resources. Andrew, you have a monthly market recap, and then you have your own blog post that you do every month, don't you?
Yeah, so we do a monthly market recap to keep our clients informed so that they don't have to worry about the fear mongers out there that are telling them to sell and buy gold, and here's the next gold ad. We also do two state of the markets every year, the halftime report and the state of the market. It's a 45-minute presentation that just got uploaded to YouTube,
Oh.
and we have hundreds of clients come to this event where I talk about where the market and the economy, I believe, is headed, and how we're actually changing the portfolios that we manage on behalf of our clients, the portfolios we manage in-house, and we're sharing how we're adapting those portfolios. So do check out all those resources, because we want to have not only the community informed, but our clients informed. And this is the reason why we're having this show today, because many times if you've been trying to be sold an annuity, or someone is selling you currently an annuity, we want to tell you about the good, the bad, and the ugly of annuities, because this is a very controversial topic. I can't tell you how many times, Luann, people have walked in and say, I hate annuities. And I'd say, me too. Some annuities I hate too.
Some,
And then
yeah.
people say, I love annuities. And I'm like, well, you don't want to fall in love with any investment, and you don't want to hate any investment. And it's so really interesting to me, Luann, the polar opposites. I have families that say, I hate the stock market. I hate CDs. And I'm like, well, you can't hate them. Some people have had a great experience with each of these assets. It's just how they were raised. It's how their financial advisor might have been raised. If they were drinking the Kool-Aid of a stockbroker, all they know is the stock market. If they were raised by an insurance salesman, that's what they know. If they're raised by a bank and they were working in a bank early in their career, they want to tell you need to have all your money in CDs. And the issue is they're all right, but they're also all wrong. You
Mm.
need to have a little sugar, a little flour, a little butter in the kitchen to make anything good. You can't. I mean, if I took salt's great, but if you take a spoonful of salt and shove it in your mouth, yeah, I mean, sounds it gives me the heebies just thinking
Yeah,
about it. I don't
yeah.
want to do that,
Mm.
and that's what it's like with investment diversification. So it's taking away what your preconceived ideas are, and then also adding some facts so that way you have a balanced perspective of the truth.
Okay, there you have it.